Hello everyone, OldDog107 here, and apparently I'm gonna do some more Grim Clips again. But yeah, just like in the last stream, Brian mentioned that there's gonna be new DLC for Grim Eclipse this fall. And if you purchase the game before this new DLC arrives, you'll get some exclusive content for free. So I'm hyped. Now what the DLC involves is pajama outfits, Volume 4 outfits, and new horde maps, new campaign, and I think they mentioned a new game mode. So I'm pretty much hyped. But yeah, they said it at the RTX panel for Ruby and all that. And that's what they mentioned it and everything. And yeah. Hold on a second. Hey Wolf Dog, a few days ago when I checked the house, I checked the house, and I think there's No, I that you kicked him, dude. I don't overreact like that, no. You don't need to tell me if you kicked him or not. I don't really care if he was kicked. And if he was kicked, then obviously I know there must have been a good reason for it. Adam, fucking quit it. You're freaking hurting me, man. Your calls are so fucking sharp. Shit, cat. Shit. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'll be back. I just gotta go get something in the microwave real quick. I don't. Come on. I don't. Jeez, man. I thought he was gonna come in. Fuck. That's up to him if he's gonna join. Alright, got my hot pocket, and I'm ready to play. I don't know, I feel like she, like, be more of the, like, cool type and all that, you know? I don't know, man. I can't explain myself with everything. What's this Spiritos ability? Fuck. I knew that. When I need to kill the alpha Beowulfs because it's part of my rank thing. I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying to get the trophy too. Why would I put it if I'm not trying to get the... If I'm trying to put... Man, I can't speak shit for English today. Is the Spiritos attack for Pyrrha the team attack thing?
I thought Pyrrha had Wait,
Game trade? What game trade are you talking about? Yeah, I don't. I've been there once, but I don't remember anything like that. Wait, game trade or games? I guess in video game trade?
no, board games.
Blame my McDonald's Wi-Fi if I am. Because I don't know if I am or not.
Basically everything.
Remember, I have to kill the alpha beta wolves because they're part of my rank progression.
I'll make sure not to kill it. Oh wait, actually I should be
What the? You don't got me. I'd worry about the one at Station 1.
again.
You're really wasting your time trying to revive me there. See what I mean? We should have focused on Station 1. My network will probably mess up. A freaking hot pocket stuck in the freaking sleeve. Now it's not. Can't wait for the new update to hit. And the new update for Grim Eclipse hits in this fall.
Get ready. Enemies nearby. I knew we could do it.
Nice work, students! As you know, we've been having some trouble with the security network in this area. We need boots on the ground to investigate. That means you, team. Onward!
Success. These structures are beautiful.
Ah, yes, the Emerald Forest is filled with the ruins of ancient kingdoms. Keep an eye out for artifacts. Dr. Ooblik is always looking to expand Beacon's collection.
Form up. Leave it to me. Success.
The security control center for this region is inside that cave. Go have a look, and maybe we can discover what the problem is.
I'm grabbing this for safekeeping. I'll add this to the collection.
Some sort of foreign object. I feel like I've seen that symbol before. Never mind. Defend the control center while I undo the damage. Make sure your weapons are loaded and your mustache wax is stoned. This could get hairy.
Oh, leave it to me. Oh,
Students, we're a quarter of the way there. Keep up the good work.
take that.
Just a little longer. We're almost finished.
Leave it to me.
So excited for a new update to this game. They haven't updated it in so long.
Leave it to me. Take that. That's put him down. Thanks. Leave it to me.
Bravo, team, bravo! The security network in this region is shipshape once again. I'll get some of our staff to see if they can find anything about that mysterious symbol. Excellent work.
But yeah, for the new update, they said that during the RTX panel, they Rooster Teeth said like they're gonna do DLC costumes for like Volume 4 and pajamas, and then they're gonna do new horde maps, a new game mode, and a new campaign. I'm not sure if they say anything about new characters though.
Another area, another security network in need of repairs. Keep an eye out for any clues about who did this. We're all counting on you.
I'll add this to the collection.
These are more dangerous than the Grim you fought before. When it sees you, it will spin before it charges. While it's spinning, dodge out of the way. It will be disoriented after it passes you. That's when you strike.
You're going to have to try harder than that. One less monster to worry about. Leave it to me. Done. That should put him down. Another victory.
I really like this game, and now that we have confirmation of them actually working on it again, I'm really happy. Because it's been like, what, like 1 year and 7 months? Like, not 1 year and 8 months, because, like, it's not, like, the 17th of August yet. Because the game released on January 2017, on the 17th of January in 2017. That's when the game released, January 17th, 2017. That's when it released on consoles. And they haven't been working on it ever since. The only time they worked on it was when they added the second DLC, and that was about it for a long time. And now we have actual confirmation, so I'm really happy about that.
I know it's a stretch, but maybe you operate that mechanism to extend the bridge. Ah, it works! And seems to attract some drift. Happy hunting!
Yeah, I really can't wait till my PS2 is fixed. Not that long of a wait either. It's almost been a week, and they said it takes up to like 2 weeks for them to until they contact us about the PS2 being fixed or whatever. And they'll let us know if they're able to fix it or if they'll have to get us a new one or whatever and stuff like that. But either way, I'll be happy because I'll get to play my childhood game again. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Well, I have the Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, but either way, it's still the same game, and I'm really happy that I'm going to be able to play it again. Because that's the one Metal Gear Solid game that I love the most. Because that's the one that I had the most time with. Just like the Phantom Pain. The reason why I'll say like 3 or 1 or like 4 or any of the other Metal Gear Solid games are my most favorite is because I haven't had as much time with them as I did with Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, aka Sons of Liberty. And that's the reason why I say that Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty is my most favorite Metal Gear in the series. Because I had more time with it. It's part of my childhood. It's one that I still watch content on to this day. And it's the reason why I got into the Metal Gear series. That's the main reason why. Because of Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Because that game literally just changed every video game series I was into back then. It literally just introduced me into the greatest series I've ever known. Well, not the greatest, obviously it has some flaws, but it's one of the greatest. In fact, it's the top 2. It's in the top 3 as the number 2 for my most favorite video game series of all time. Jak and Daxter has to be 3rd place because it's not as intriguing to me as Metal Gear. And the reason why Metal Gear is at number 2 is because the Lost Kingdom series for the GameCube is the one series that I love the most. Because the Lost Kingdoms games, they're only on the GameCube. That's one point. And 2, they're like such great games. But I never played both games, I only played the first one, so I can't speak for the whole thing. But Lost Kingdoms 1 for the GameCube was such a great game. It was such a great game for its time. It had really interesting combat systems. It had a pretty interesting story. Card battles mainly, where you use these cards to like heal yourself or fight enemies and all that. Like search the area or something. It was a really fun game. It was like a JRPG mixed with the TCG, basically. But it was really fun to play as a kid. I really loved it a lot. One thing that did annoy me though was the bird's eye view camera view. Because I just didn't like that. The camera angle for that game. That's like the only thing that I don't like. And that game was also part of my childhood. And I had the GameCube back then. It was like my aunt's GameCube and she gave it to me one day when I was a kid. And I got all these games from her. And I still have Lost Kingdoms right here in my drawer. And it's my most favorite GameCube game, and my most favorite video game of all time. Never gonna change, no matter what.
Take that. Another victory.
I'm so happy that they're actually going to work on this game again. Just hearing the confirmation of that makes me really happy, because I know that this game has a lot of potential for future Ruby-like games in the series.
This is coming with us.
And I understand why they haven't been working on it. Like, obviously, it was just like a starter project, I guess. But I mean, at the same time, it has a lot of potential, and it got more attraction to like for itself than they expected. And that's why people have been like demanding like more DLC and all that. And like I don't know, man. It's like really great to hear that this game is actually going to be getting another update, instead of it being tossed away into the grave with only 2 DLC and 10 themes. It's like they're finally working on it again, and I'm really happy for that. It makes me really happy.
But those cages, was someone trying to capture Grim? I don't like the looks of this. For now, let's just focus on the objective. Defend that control center while I undo the damage. Get ready.
Leave it to me.
Students, we're a quarter of the way there. Keep up the good work.
Leave it to me.
And since the update's coming out in fall, and I still have the game, like if you get the game before the update comes out this fall, then you'll actually get some exclusive content as well, like for free, like some of the DLC for free. So I don't know if that part's true, but I'm sure it is, and if it actually does turn out to be true, then fuck yeah. But either way, I do recommend you get this game. At its price point, that's good. It's a great price point. Definitely a great price point for this game, no matter what. But thing is, this game is digital only, so it has more availability, obviously, but I kind of wish there was a physical copy. I don't know, I like physical copies better because that's what I grew up with. Yeah, people nowadays, like the younger generations are now starting to come in, they don't have like physical copies of games that much because they're growing up with the digital age more. And I can kind of understand why, because I mean, I was born in 2001, and I understand like technology is growing, it's more interesting now, and there's more reason to have digital games. But I feel like because like I still have some of that like nostalgia feeling within me from like back then, from my PS2 and GameCube days. I still had like a lot of disc only games, and
One less monster
just
to worry about.
seeing physical copies not be that much of a thing anymore is kind of sad to see as a gamer. Because you know that when you first started gaming, you would want so many physical copies of games, and then you would get those, right? But nowadays, with technology growing and growing, you can have digital copies of games, but it's really sad because you don't get to see those games in a physical library of yours. You only see them on a digital platform, and that's it. Like, don't you want to see those in the physical form on your shelf, just waiting there for you to play them again? Like, that's the one feeling I miss the most about video games. Like, obviously, we still have physical copies, but not as much. Like, games like Fortnite are digital only. Games like Eclipse, some of those are digital only. And many more games are just becoming digital only. And if there's a day when consoles become digital only and no more physical disc trays at all, then that's just gonna ruin it. I'm telling you, that won't be a real gaming console at all. I believe that in gaming, we should always have a disc tray in our consoles, because that is where we started. That's where it all began. Buying that first game console of ours, or getting it for our birthday, getting it as a child on Christmas, or whatever. And then you would then grow and grow in time, and as you grew older, you will collect more and more video games throughout your time. I have a lot of PS2 games, and I have barely any GameCube games. And I have a lot of PS4 games. Most of them are digital though, and I'm kind of sad about that. But I still have my physical copies of PS4 games as well as Xbox One, but I don't play Xbox One that much because I'm not more interested in Xbox. But what I'm saying is, if we're gonna stay digital only, that won't really benefit us in all ways. And plus, as a gamer, it makes me kind of sad that people are just leaning towards digital more instead of physical. Of course, physical has its flaws, but digital also has its flaws. And it just makes me sad that video games are starting to become digital only now. And I just wish that they would become physical again, instead of going from physical to digital. But anyway, besides all that, I'm really happy that the company is working on this game again, no matter what. Even if it'll be the only update that they'll ever release for this year, or the last update they'll release forever, I'm happy that Rooster Teeth is working on this game again. But I'm really sad to see, like, video games going to be physical, like, no longer, and they'll just be digital from now on. It's sad. Because if you grew up with gaming from the start, or just like starting from like 2000s or like 1990s or whatever, then you know how that physical game copy feels to you when you first open it, or wrap it up on Christmas, or like you open it up and then you like look at the disc and you see the manual in the case. Just that feeling of being a gamer, being able to hold your copy of a video game makes it feel like you really felt something, you know? You felt like you've actually had something to look at instead of having to download something off of a software or a freaking online store, and without like being able to hold it. All you do is just use the controller to navigate to the online store and download that game. It's sad. Like, I really don't want video games to be digital only. I want them to be physical. One, because the new generation probably won't ever get to experience physical only games and all that. Like, I really want games to be physical still. I want them to be physical forever. I don't want them to go digital only. If they go digital only, then no one will be able to relate on why physical games are really special. Because one, they're physical. They're literally right there, and you can hold them in your hands and know that you actually have something, and then you can actually feel it with your own hands, and then you can actually keep it for as long as you have it. No matter what, digital only is not a great idea at all. And I'd go physical. Like, honestly, I'd recommend physical games more than digital only. Because if we all go into digital only, then it's just gonna be sad. Because we need physical to be there forever. We need that feeling of nostalgia. We need that special feeling. Like, come on, like, I want physical copies of video games to be in the dust. I love that feeling. Excuse me. I love that feeling of opening up a new game and it's plastic in the case. And just taking out that plastic and then opening the case for the first time and looking at the manual and the disc, and you're just so happy and that you actually have a game in your hands. And all I'm saying is physical is better. Digital, get that out of the window. We as gamers love physical games, not digital. Digital just isn't the same. All it is just downloading the software from an online software itself and then activating that software that you downloaded on the screen with your own game controller. I mean, yeah, they both have their flaws and everything, but in the end, I'd recommend physical games more than digital. Because that is where gaming started. Physical copies. Well, if they don't live anywhere near a place that sells physical copies of video games, then go to Amazon and get a physical copy. It's not that hard to order one either. You have things like Amazon nowadays are taking over. But you know what? They sell physical copies of games as well. Not just regular retail stores. Amazon as well, and eBay, and many other platforms have done it as well.
Thanks.
And Brian, you make a good point right there. You could also get some more exclusive stuff with physical copies than you do with digital. Like, really, you do. Who wants, like, some digital in-game item? No one wants that. No one cares. Well, you want actual things that we can feel, hold, look at, keep on our shelves. To know about our collection and look at it for as long as we can. We want to be able to have a real collection of games, not a freaking digital library. We want the physical line of physical games on our bookshelves in home. We want them physical, not digital. That's not how we were. That's not how we will be. And that's not how we should be right now. We should have physical copies only. Like, honestly, I really love physical copies. But yeah, you get a lot more benefits with physicals. Like, a lot more, like, better content with physical copies than you do digital. Well, yeah, Brian, you're right, it is pretty cool. But pre-ordering a game just for its digital content in game isn't really that special. You're just adding more to a game that you can probably just get later on when they add the DLC for it to all players. Exactly, Brian. That's the problem because people are going digital only for everything, and it's sad, you know. Like regular players, they're like barely a thing now, and they should still be a thing because some games out there that have pre-order bonuses for actual record discs or whatever for record players, those can go on a record player. But there's like barely any regular players anymore. And it's sad to see those go because now we're going digital only, and it's like, why? We don't want digital only. We want physical. It's like not fair how we have to like go digital only. It's better to have physical. Well, then that's the company's decision to make them physical or digital. And the games that are already digital only, we can't change that unless unless the companies of those games actually do make those physical copies one day. Like Fortnite, that does have physical copies, but only like 3 or 4 or something, and those are up on Amazon or whatever for like $400,000 or something. And that's crazy. Crazy fucking price for a physical copy of a game that's only digital right now and only has like a few copies that are actually physical. But basically, physical copies of video games are better, not digital. And if you don't think digital games have flaws, they do. What if it gets hacked? What if it gets corrupted and you can't get your save files back? What if like your like account gets hacked into and you can't get your account back at all? You can't have those games back either because they're on that account. See what I mean? Arcade cabinets, you can actually get those at home too. Not just going to the arcade and seeing like arcade cabinets, you can actually get your own arcade cabinet at home for any game. For any old school game, you can get those as well. It's easy. You just gotta get a lot of money, that is.
Mom! Doesn't have her phone with her!
We won again? Is that a new record?
No? Yeah.
Yeah, Brian, you're right. But why do you think we have multiple copies of physical still? That's the reason why. And plus we can have warranties for them like we still do nowadays. And you can't have warranties for digital copies at all. That's the sad part about digital copies. You can't have warranties for digital video games. You can't. Only physical. Mom, can they keep it down?
There, that's the facility.
Oh, you mean like party chat, Brian? I'm not sure. That's like up to Nintendo on whether they're gonna probably do that, like or not. Like, I don't know.
Don't say any, give me that. Don't say anything.
Like all Nintendo has for like party chat stuff or anything like that is just like text messages. Carolina, shut up!
your hair kind of. Here, Lena.
Exactly, Brian. Exactly. Yeah, but usually when those are special items, they're not special at all. Like when they have like special items for pre-order, they're not really special at all because they're only in-game items. That's the problem. And then for sales, you're right on the sales part. But a pro for physical and a con for digital is that, like, for a pro on physical games, is that, like, you're actually getting something special with the pre-order bonus instead of not getting something special. Like for Destiny 2 Limited Edition, I have something special with that. I have like some little, like like pieces, whatever, that go with something or whatever, in that like little book or of the Destiny 2 game or all that. And I loved that. That was awesome to get. And then you also get like stuff like soundtracks or figures or anything else like that, or like maps of a game, like stuff like that, you know. It doesn't matter if the line or whatever is massive. At least there's people that want a physical copy. That's what matters. If there's a long line for people wanting to get a physical copy, then try to make 2 lines if you have to. Try to do that. And plus, that's actually good to have long lines sometimes, because that means the game is popular and people actually want a physical copy of it. That's another pro for it. Long lines can actually be good for physical games, because that means it's gaining a lot of attention and people actually want something special with the game itself. And people will actually put that stuff on their shelves and tables. Like, what if the game comes with a cool coffee mug? Like a special controller, a physical controller, or a new console based on that game. That happened in so many years ago and nowadays. Like, look at the PS4s that we get. Like all the PS4 Pros. And that's a little bit different. Gift cards, I wouldn't count gift cards. That's not really relating to that.
I told her. I told her with the Ouija board. My mom is gonna be really mad tonight. Are you sure? Liz looked all over the house. That was most of our time. Then we had to go to her dad's.
We're okay. The building collapse revealed an
Thing is, Brian, physical is better. I'm saying physical is better because it is better. Digital will never be superior. And it's sad to see physical games get tossed away like this, you know? Like GameStop, if you look at stores like GameStop, they're not using the cases anymore for DS games and 3DS games. Hell, not even the like Game Boy games or NES games that they have rarely. They only have like the cartridges and the freaking just base games themselves on the shelf or whatever behind the window, not even sealed up at all, or in some stupid yellow package. It's so stupid how they treat the freaking games like that. It's stupid. And they have the physical games, right? GameStop has physical games. But the thing is, they're already opened by the employees themselves. Like, literally. the employees get to test the games out and sometimes get to keep them for themselves sometimes. And they're not even new games at all. They're all pre-owned. Even if it says new on it, it's not fucking new. It's not. Because you know that someone touched that fucking disc and they must have fucked it up and then they cleaned it before selling it to GameStop. And then they also must have thrown away the case or gotten the case dirty. And hell, some of the cases that I've gotten from GameStop, they're not even the actual game case. They're just a replacement case with a freaking piece of paper as the cover art, just showing the name of the game and no actual freaking game art. And some of the cases I have, they're like all freaking scratched up and beat up in specific places. And hell, the disc trays inside of the cases are all fucked up. They're not even working right half the damn time. Hell, one of them's even missing a piece for a specific game that I have. It's like crazy. Like GameStop treats their games so poorly. Very fucking poorly. I remember when I got like Sonic Unleashed for me, like from my family, whatever. They got it for me like when we were shopping at Target one day, and I saw it in a PS2 case. Like it was back when like they were still selling PS2 games when PS3 first came around, and I got Sonic Unleashed and I was so happy. And it was like in a PS2 case. I don't remember if it was wrapped in plastic or not, but I remember I got an actual case of it. And that was really cool. Like, I remember getting that as a kid at Target, and I was so happy. Sonic is one of my favorite game characters. Even though the more modern games nowadays are shit, I still like the character. I don't think they would need permission in order to freaking do something like that. Yeah, I'm guessing I have to help with them.
Can you please? And I'm pissed. They just gotta pee, I'm sure.
Okay,
The
I
girls
just need
won't
to
go
finish.
out because they said the bugs. So I told them that they have to get up in the morning.
Oh, so
you
they're
know,
afraid of some
Carolina's
freaking
friend-
bugs?
Carolina's friend's dad works at Six Flags, so he wants to take Carolina to Six Flags like in a week for free. She gets it.
Oh, wow, really?
He works there. Yeah, isn't that
Oh, that's
cool?
cool.
But Six Flags is like going this way, like it's
Isn't it
like an
expensive,
hour
though?
away or something. I don't know. They're not too expensive, not like Disneyland. Okay, but it's really fun. What?
I was gonna use this.
What?
She didn't answer.
Okay, so leave a message.
What was that thing?
Oh, sweet, someone from the community joined. Sweet. Hello, whoever joined. I'm sure, like, that you know about the new update that they posted. The Rooster Teeth, like, at the RTX. I'm sure you heard about it already. I can't wait for it. Yeah, I will, Brian. I will. I'll read the message later. I'll work on the alphabet rules.
One less monster to worry about.
Oh dear. That is a bomb. And a very large bomb at that. Who would know which one it was? Okay, it's okay. 63. More clouds attached to spectacular explosion. That's the turkey chasm and the underground river. The way the device is rigged. That is many nearby destinations you can find. Time is of the essence. Remember, they
Can't wait for that new update.
look at that. Just happened.
Can't wait for them to add those new maps.
I'll add this to the collection.
Mom, could they be quiet? Oh my god. This is why I don't like streaming randomly sometimes, because then there's always shit noise in the background.
What's wrong?
Mom, what's going on?
I'm trying to do my hair. Don't scream in the room.
What the hell? What was going on?
Leave it to me.
Same usual thing that they're whining about.
Ah, the card is out of fuel. Grab more dust crystals.
Almost. It'll just be like 2 minutes.
Carolina! Shut the window. And be quiet, now!
I can't wait for that new update.
Halfway there. Keep going. Ah, that car seems to have run out of fuel.
This is in my destiny. Leave it to me. Let's go.
Ah, that car seems to have run out of fuel. Ah, the car is out of fuel. Grab more dust crystals.
She's home. Coming in the morning, so you better have the
I can't wait for those new Horde maps. Yes!
I have to try harder than that.
Man, I can't wait for the update. I'm so happy they're finally gonna work on this game again. So happy. Thankfully I haven't started school yet, so... Yes! GG.
Well, I'm glad everyone was able to keep their cool and not explode. Little days for an uncomfortable parent at the office. Still, we need to investigate. You said that trap. And where in the world did the mutated Grim come from?
Well, Brian, I didn't say that they would never update it. I just said, like, they're not even working on it that much anymore. If they are. And then you told me that they'll update it, and then I saw a video on it, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Can't wait for those new maps. Reese, I'll be back. I just gotta go, I gotta leave the lobby real quick so I don't, like, get kicked while I'm walking the dog. So, yeah, I gotta go walk dogs real quick and I'll be back. Alright, stream, I'll be right back. I'm gonna play some music in the meantime. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll read it in a minute, Brian. I'll read it when I get back. Hold on. I'm gonna play some music while I'm gone, and I hope you guys will enjoy.
Want to try out my timing?
Oh my freaking stupid ads. Can you hear it well? I'll be back.
flexible blades that uniquely adapt to any contour for optimum comfort. For blades. Human horsepower, NOS energy drink, high performance energy.
Your boy's back. I see now. I'm gonna end it here. First,